Yeah. All right. Welcome, friends on Facebook. It's live here, and we are the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. I am Rochelle Payne Baum, the Pain Whisperer. I love to help people fix their pain. Just this week, my friend that I'm working out with, I'm doing a powerlifting training with her. She's got a little bit of tennis elbow, so just a simple question, and I can help troubleshoot what's going on with her elbow and make sure it's let her know whether it's something serious that she needs to go to the doctor for, or if we can just do some special techniques like deep friction massage, one of the best tricks I've ever learned as a physical therapist, and help her fix herself, because a good physical therapist will help them fix themselves. So that's what I love to do. Message me on Facebook if you have any kind of pain. I just videoed myself and sent it to my sister who had an injury, so I can help you in a lot of ways. Just contact me, let me know. I'd love to help you. We are excited today because we have a wonderful guest today, Mr. Antonio Means. We've got a fan club here cheering you on.
That works.
I also wanted to let you know that we have a sponsor of the Racer's Edge Car Wash. This is where we are at right now. So those of you who are listening, I want you to take advantage of this. You can get a free deluxe hand car wash. That's you too.
Nice.
If you mention the Barriers and Breakthroughs show, so come on in. We're at 1980 Country Place Parkway, and you can get a free deluxe car wash if you mention the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. So thanks so much for joining us.
Nice.
And we're going to talk about what Antonio Means can do to help you, because everybody that I have on the Barriers and Breakthroughs show has gone through barriers in their life, and they share breakthroughs that they've had, and there's a lot of things that you can learn that could help you, whether you're a business owner, entrepreneur. You can learn from all the guests that I've had on. So make sure and go to our YouTube channel, because we've got all of our episodes there. And did you know he's number 51 of our episodes? So
nice.
I'm so glad. It's been a year anniversary that we've been doing the show, and I've loved doing it because I've learned so much from everybody. And so I hope you too go to YouTube and check out our channel. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Antonio, let's learn a little bit about you.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about what you do. You've been a football player. You're a great family man. We've got pictures up there that we'll put up, as well as a realtor, and then you also work
For
Comcast. Okay.
So originally from Chicago, Illinois. I've only been in Texas for 3 years now.
Wow, you're new.
I'm new to Texas. I love it. I love it here. I love Houston. I love the weather.
I love the weather, just in time for the hurricane.
I know, right? Other than the hurricanes and whatnot, I mean, I guess everywhere has something crazy going. But I love the atmosphere. I love the diversity. I think there's a lot of promise and opportunity here. So it's pretty cool.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But right now, I am a direct sales territory manager for Comcast Xfinity in the Pearland, Friendswood area. Pearland being so big, I'm in the 77581 zip code, and Friendswood is 77546, I believe. So anybody who is looking for better services, maybe cheaper pricing if we can beat it, would love to help you there. And I also have my real estate license. I'm a real estate agent for Bridgecrest Properties at the moment, just getting my business built up that way.
Okay, so you do residential and commercial, or residential?
Mostly residential. I don't really do the commercial on the Comcast side, but I work with the commercial part. So still refer, yourself if you need business for a business or whatnot. I can definitely link you up with some good people that I work with.
Great. Awesome. Okay, so you have a wonderful family. I saw a picture. Let's put up a picture. You have a son and a daughter. What are their ages?
So my son that's my first baby. He's junior, AJ, Antonio Means Jr.
Okay.
He's 10, going on 11 December, and then Jada is 7, and she'll be 8 in January.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And your beautiful wife?
Yeah, and my wife.
What's her name?
She's Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Okay. So yeah, we were all tagging out here.
Great. What does she do?
Well, actually, she's home now. She was, we just recently got her home. She was working for the last 2 years. Baker Ripley was the company, and she was a site director for like an after school program. So she's always been involved with children and whatnot. And so hopefully we can kind of get her daycare going.
Oh,
So
good.
that's the goal.
Good
No
idea.
telling when that's going to happen, but that's what we're shooting for her.
Well, good. Well, I can hook her up with people that have been there, done that.
Please,
so yeah, I'd look forward to meeting Jennifer.
Ah, man,
so.
please do.
That's good. She's home. I'm a mother of 8.
Oh, wow.
So I believe a lot in being a mom
Okay.
and taking care of your awesome kids because they grow up super fast.
Big time.
So anyway, you have a beautiful family.
Thank you.
So how'd you meet your wife and like how'd you end up here in Chicago? I mean, from Chicago.
From Chicago to here. So, well, how I met Jen, we're actually high school sweethearts. We met each other in high school.
Woo!
So we've been together for a little while. I'm like 87 years old. So
You're young.
I'm old, man. I'm old. So we've been together for a while. Went to high school together. Went to college together for a little bit. And you know, she stuck around with me.
She watched your football games.
She watched my football games.
Football
So yeah, I obviously played high school, played a little college, and I played semi-pro for 7 years.
Okay.
Back home.
Could we get any of the video footage for the semi-pro? Could we get any of that or not? Yeah? We got it? Okay. Right, so tell me a little bit about, I don't know, semi-pro, like, was that in Chicago?
That was in Chicago. So every state's got it. A couple teams out here, actually, I was thinking about playing for, but I hung them up, man. So
what was your position?
Well, when I got to semi-pro, I actually switched over to a tight end and fullback, and then I ended up going to another team and going back to my original position, which was DN and a little bit of linebacker. So
okay, what's your favorite position?
Really, to be honest with you, favorite position really is tight end. I kind of regret I should have played that more in school.
Yeah.
I think I had a little bit more promise there than defensive end, but you know it happened the way it happened. So,
all right.
But it was all fun.
All right, we're gonna look a little bit at some of your video replays. This is when you're playing. This is when you're playing semi-pro, right?
Yeah. So this is semi-pro with Lincoln Way Patriots back home. We had some good years there. I ended up winning a national championship with them.
Wow. The Patriots,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah.
So do you like the Patriots?
No, I am a Chicago Bears fan.
I was gonna say, well, of course you're Chicago Bears.
But I did wear the Patriot name for a little while.
So yeah, I see over the time.
Yeah. I tried to. So I literally made this highlight like 4 years ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this is super old, but just had some clips, a couple plays I made, and you know it was fun while it lasted. So it's all about my son playing now. So.
That is awesome,
yeah.
man. So that's one thing I love watching football.
Yeah, same number, right?
I love football. I mean, no matter what the team. Like we went to the restaurant the other day, and my 5-year-old, he'll be 6, but ever since a baby, even we go to the Dawson games, you know, and he has loved football as a baby. He'll just sit there and watch football. But now, he just loves football. Yeah, so anytime it's on this TV, he's like, "Okay, Mom, who are we voting for? The red team or the green team?" You know. So he just wants to know who to vote for, and he loves watching football. But that's how I am. I love football.
There you go. Good one.
So, but you do like the Texans.
I like the Texans. I think they're a good team. I'm a little sour on the Texans because we should have Deshaun Watson, but that's another conversation.
Yeah.
We should have Deshaun Watson, but y'all got him, so
it's
cool.
He's a good quarterback.
You guys got a pretty good team. I mean, so we'll see how well you guys do.
He's admitting we're okay, but we got to see how we do this
year. Yeah, I think they need to protect him a little more.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, but you know, I'll let fans really say what's going on.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing some of those games. And
yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad you showed up because I love football. So tell me some of the. I mean, you obviously didn't do football and decided to maybe become a father, or what are some of the barriers that you've had in your life that maybe you coming here? Is that how you ended up here?
Yeah. Well, me coming here was really a journey in finding myself. Like really, I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. I mean, loving sports and whatnot was one thing, but I've always been an entrepreneur. Period. You know, doing different businesses. I've always had the mindset. It's kind of like my father. I always had the mindset of doing something extra, being something of my own. But I've never had that one product or that one thing that I do. I'm just a talker. I love to talk. So you can't already tell. So, you know, I always feel like I can represent something and, you know, bring the masses in doing that. So the transition from Chicago to here was about, I ended up losing my job actually back home. I was working for ADT Security for almost 3 years, doing really good, and everything just kind of, hit the wall. And I had to rebuild myself and refine myself. And I ended up getting a job with a solar power company out here. Mm-hmm. But it was deeper than that. I wanted to get away from the atmosphere I was at. I felt like I needed something new, a new setting, and I just ran with it. Got here.
Well, sometimes God kind of leads you. You think you run into an obstacle or something, and you got to go a different path. But and then you can find, depending on your, you're determined, obviously, right. That you find that you meet new people, you mm-hmm. grow in different ways, and sometimes if you stick with it, you find that you're in a better place. Hopefully,
right. So yeah, it was definitely a journey, man. But I'm glad I made the move. And gonna make it happen.
So we had some questions. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. What are the questions? Amber Smith said, "Hey, Uncle AJ." She's on. Savannah Garza, Tony. I guess you go by Tony sometimes.
Yeah.
And TJ, of course, says, "You're a great salesman, but what's it out?" Good questions. What's it like to be out in the day, especially in Houston in the heat? What's that grind feeling like, and how does that keep you going? Like, what motivates you?
Well, I'll tell you what. The position I'm in is like a door-to-door, basically, position. And I've done sales for almost 15 years. And still to this day, I say door-to-door sales is the hardest sale you can do. We're in the elements, Absolutely. Like you said. We're in the rain, we're in the sun. Yeah. And you're trying to basically persuade somebody to buy something that they're not even in the mindset of buying, purchasing. I look at it as a sharpened tool, though. Hardest thing to do, but I come out of it, polished. You know what I mean? As far as start communicating with people, handling objections and things of that nature. So the position itself is difficult, but I look at it as fun. It's challenge. It's a new challenge. It's something new every day. You don't know what you're going to go into, who you're going to meet. Sure. And you just get the job done.
So I've always thought that, being an athlete, because I'm an athlete myself, mm-hmm. So being an athlete, you kind of learn skills that help you do difficult things like that. Don't you think? Like, where you got to go through some pain and, do things that are difficult, but you have a goal in mind that you can get a touchdown, you can learn something. So you think that helps you?
Big time, man. Yeah. It's all really mental, even more so than physical. Yeah. The obstacles that we face with the job, it's nothing literally keeping us down, but it's a mental battle. Some people rude. It just comes with it. Some people door slam, and that can be equivalent to in a game a ref making a wrong call or something like that. You can't stop playing, just like I can't stop working. So that kind of goes hand in hand.
Well, I really admire salesmen. I really do, because it's hard.
It's tough.
Really tough.
It's tough.
So, what does your wife think about, coming here? And she has family back up there too.
Right.
Or you guys are both here, kind of far from family. And obviously, she supports you, and you work together. But how does she feel about it?
It was a bit of an adjustment for her. Because she's a real family-oriented person. Yeah. But she understood where I was at with life, with myself, with progression, and
have you guys gotten closer together?
I think so. I mean, we try to kill each other every other day, but on the side of that, we're great.
We're great. Yeah, just as long as you don't actually kill each other, right?
No. Okay. She's cool, man. She's cool.
So, what's another? Okay, we have another question. So, what's the motivation besides the money part for what you do? So.
Big time legacy. I was just thinking about this actually. Legacy, man. That's my goal. Like, legacy. Regardless of how I get there, it's all about the legacy. It's about my children and recreating that wheel. I didn't grow up project per se. Yeah. But it was a little rough at times, and so I want to create a lifestyle totally different from what I knew. Completely different. And somebody's got to do the hard work. Somebody's got to lay the brick. Yeah. And so that's my goal, man, to get there. I got a few tricks up my sleeve, but I'm still unraveling myself as I go to. So, maybe something here that I don't even know I got.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing kids will do for you is make you realize, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I going to leave? My legacy is super important. So I'm glad you said that. So what advice could you give to someone that's, like you said, trying to find themselves or having a hard time, struggling with what to do? How did you even decide?
Well, first thing is being honest. You got to be honest with yourself. You know, what do you like, what you don't like, where you at. You know, asking those hard questions and being honest with yourself, man. The older I get, the more honest I get. Sometimes it backfires because I'm honest with my wife, and she like, look, dude,
No,
hold on.
good.
You know what I'm saying? So I can be brutally honest at times, but I think that's where it starts.
Yeah.
And you start getting truths out of that honesty, and then that kind of molds you. You know where you gotta go. The journey is inevitable. You can't dodge the journey. All people, we want to get from A to B now. It's not gonna happen that way. It's just not. So accept the journey. Be honest. Pull the truths out, and you'll get there. We'll all get there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was at a leadership conference today, and we were talking about the difference between your Generation X, your millennials, and then the.
I don't even know what I am. I don't know.
I believe you're. When are you born?
84.
84. You are Generation X.
Am I?
No, let's see. The millennials, no.
I heard I'm not a millennial. I don't know what I am.
You're millennial. You go from 1977 to 1997.
I got you.
So you're millennial.
I'm a millennial.
And millennials actually, struggle a little bit with feeling like they want to get there now. You know what I mean? And most people in the previous generations had to work for years, you know, to get where they are. They didn't have the advantage of technology like we have today.
Right.
So when you said that, you know, being patient, that's really important because most millennials, like some of my oldest kids, like want to get there now, you know, that takes patience. So
yeah, big time, man. I had to slow myself down a lot in a lot of areas.
Yeah,
and I've been able to accomplish that here.
So now you live in Pearland, right? So how do you network? What do you do to get yourself out there to try and get your name known? What tricks have you learned from being a people person?
Well, it's kind of natural. So I grew up. I have a sister back home, but I'm 21 years older than her. So I never grew up with her. I never lived with her.
Wow.
So I was the only child, and so I always had the mindset of all my friends are my brothers and sisters, so to speak. So I still carry that today. Any and everybody is a client. Any and everybody is a customer, from a restaurant to football team, baseball team, whatever the case. You know, go to the park, whatever. So you have to have. I think, especially with entrepreneurship, you have to have that mindset of everybody's open. You know what I mean? Open table.
That's good.
And that's, you know, you got to get out there, close mouth, and get fed. You got to talk.
So how do you do that without making them feel like you're just there for getting them as a client, right? Like that you value them as a person. What's your opinion on that?
Dialogue is so important. I love interviews. Actually, I love listening to interviews. All it is dialogue. Hey, how you doing? You can start with a compliment. You can start with anything, and we just get people talking back and forth. That's all sales is. Yeah. If you talk to people, people love to tell you, "Oh, I can't do sales. I can't do sales." People sell every day, all day, every day. You sell, I sell, whether you sell yourself or a product. We just don't realize it's just how we look at it. Yeah. We're selling back and forth. Anybody can do it. So when I go to a client, it's just regular conversation. That's all it is. You know, build rapport, build relationship.
Puts them at ease, makes them feel comfortable.
That's it.
Makes them feel like you.
That's it.
You're listening to them, and
that's it.
Feel open to.
I mean, the secret is another secret that I keep in the back of my mind is I'm not actually selling a product. I'm a product. The person has to buy me first.
Yeah.
So if they have to buy me, I just be me. Can't nobody be me better than me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm so comfortable. If people thought of it that way, man, people do.
That's true. You got to be comfortable in your own skin, and if you are, then people will. Yeah.
That's it.
You'll be natural.
Yeah.
Antonio's networking tricks. Antonio means.
Yeah, a lot of perfection.
Antonio means business.
Right.
I like the play on your name.
Yeah. That's the first time I heard that one.
You can put that in your mantra. So.
No doubt.
Okay, so so if people want to get a hold of you, we need to put up your contact information on there.
Yeah. Give me a call.
So what you want? The real estate part as well.
So I actually have.
Are you selling in a specific area all over?
I have a Texas license.
Okay.
So I'm literally selling or helping you buy in Texas, wherever you're at. Don't matter. If I gotta travel, I gotta travel. But
and you're all over the place because you're driving.
I drive all day long. I'm in my car 90% of the day.
Okay.
I do have actually. I didn't let you know. I have a Comcast number that's separate from real estate number. So I don't know if I can.
Yeah, we can put that up there. Yeah.
So for Comcast services,
Yeah.
if you're interested, you can go to 346
write this down.
287
287
1031.
1031.
And that's my Comcast number. And then my other number, 708 number, I kept my Chicago number.
That's your real estate.
Just to keep, that's my real estate. So, yeah.
So Comcast is better. Tell us a little bit about Comcast, because I know we have Comcast, but because you have competitors, what's better about in your opinion?
So in my opinion, Comcast right now, definitely not the cheapest all the time. And I'll be honest with that. But that doesn't necessarily mean, cheaper doesn't necessarily mean better. Comcast is the top in technology right now at the moment. That could change, and I'm sure it will throughout the years. But right now, we're at the top technology-wise. Our internet speed, Wi-Fi, and all that stuff. It's going to be the best. It's going to be the fastest. And with AT&T, they bought over DirecTV. And a lot of DirecTV users, as they know, they have a dish on top of the roof. And so when it rains like it did today, and it's been raining all week, it's going to go out. It gets interrupted. We don't have that problem. So that's probably the two ups we have on them.
Okay.
So, and we got some great prices right now that you can probably catch, and maybe catch a lower price. So
okay.
Those cable modems.
So yeah, the cable modem's good.
Cable modem's pretty good too. That's another point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you've been with them 3 years?
I've actually been with Comcast for 1 year.
Oh,
so I just made my 1 year anniversary actually last Monday.
Okay.
So pretty cool with that. Yeah, I made it. I made it.
That's big time.
Big time.
Done with my hazing period.
Your initiation.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So how do most of your friends, are they using Comcast? Like how do?
No. Well, so how we do it? Like I said, we have territory. They give us a little iPad that literally gives us the houses we can market. Now, I could technically sell anywhere. I go Katy.
Can you give anybody a discount? You know what I mean? Or
yes, I can give you in my line of power. I can give you what I got. And I can show you some back rows as well. The perk to using me is, for one, if need be, if something goes kooky, I can kind of put my foot down and say, look, we messed up here, we messed up there, and correct it. And I can show you some back ways that online or over the phone won't show you. So,
so customer service is good.
Customer service is great. Yeah. Absolutely wonderful with me.
And you want to keep doing it. So if they sign up, then they'll have a good rep.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Cool. I'm the best.
Great. Well, so we'll try and see if we can get some contacts for you for your wife's daycare.
Excellent.
So that's exciting for you. And then your realtor business.
Yes.
Do we get Bridgecrest up there, or does it matter? Just call your number.
Yeah, you can just call me. I mean, Bridgecrest is just a building. It's just a name.
You use a specific lender, various lenders?
Various lenders. I have a few that I work with, I'm still communicating with, but, I'm learning from the best, because I'm a newly real estate agent, rather. So I'm learning a lot of techniques that some people do. And a couple of people told me to have a multiple of lenders to use. Yeah. So I'm still learning.
So you should go to BNI, right?
Yes. I need to get back in there for sure.
Cool.
Get back in there for sure. So.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for being on the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. I've learned a lot about you being a great salesman and networking. I think the take home that I learned is where you treat everybody as if they could be.
They're homies, man.
Yeah,
everybody
a homie. Okay.
Everybody homie.
I like that. I'm your homie.
You're my homie.
Market's cares.
All right. Well, thanks. I'll just expect. We'll just be homies from now on.
That'll work.
Anybody want to give a shout out?
That'll work.
And a shout out,
Shout out
Uncles.
Shout out to Pearland Hurricanes this Saturday.
That's right.
It's going down. Texas City is coming. They think it's sweet. It's not.
At the rig.
You at the rig. You want to have a good time. I'm gonna be on the mic and I'm playing the music. Everybody, they kind of forget I'm the DJ. I think our time changed. So games usually start at like 8 in the morning, and they go through all the ages. I think we're starting at noon at the rig this Saturday. So don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure we're starting at noon. So I'm gonna be acting a fool, having everybody dancing.
Well, you didn't explain that. So you're a DJ.
Nice. I DJ.
It's a rig.
It's another guy that actually DJs now this year. I was a DJ solely last year. This year, another parent wants to DJ. I was like, yeah. So I only DJ my son's game. games.
Got it. Okay.
But this particular Saturday, he won't be there, so I'm gonna DJ all the games.
All right.
Y'all gonna know who it is, DJ Tone. Yeah.
All right.
Do all the announcing.
I do the announcing too. It's gonna be tough because I gotta do both, so
Yeah.
I'm probably messing up, but it's all good.
Well, I bet you're proud of your son following in your footsteps, playing football.
Yeah, football and baseball.
And baseball.
Football and baseball,
Awesome.
yeah. So that's something I didn't do.
All right. Okay,
Appreciate
my
it.
fellow homie here. Thank you so much for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, touch base with Antonio. Real estate, Comcast business too,
Oh yeah.
and everything. And of course, he's a great family man, and he's just a great networker. So see what you can do to call him up, see
Hit
how he
me
can
up.
help you out.
Email me, text
Yep.
me. I got you.
Marcus Harris, Joshua McClinton.
Oh, that's
They're
my
all
cousin.
saying, my boy, my boy.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah,
And who was it?
Joshua.
Joshua.
That's what's up.
And someone that's you're the uncle of somebody.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, you guys. I really appreciate your support. So share if you know someone wants to be on the show, just let them know. So
Yeah. Appreciate it, guys.
yep, and send your friends on over for a car wash here at Racer's Edge. So.
Oh yeah, I'm in here for
Okay.
sure. My car is
Sweet.
definitely in need.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us at the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. I am Rochelle Payne-Baum, the Pain Whisperer. Of course, I love to help people fix their pain, and I'll come to your house. I love moving around. I'm driving around all the time, and I love to help you. So message me on Facebook. If you want to be on the show, let me know. Message me, give me a call. You know where to find me usually every week on Facebook. Next week we have Brian Sansalone. He's a chiropractor down in Clear Lake. And he is a great chiropractor. He's a great networker too. So if you need some chiropractic stuff, tune in for next week. Brian Sansalone here on the Barriers and Breakthroughs show.
I know a doctor named Brian. That's funny.
Well, you might know him.
I might know him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
he's a justice.
League
He does a great
City,
job.
actually.
Oh, League City.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll learn a lot about him next week. So you have a
That'll work.
chiropractic question, tune in. You can ask him next week. So,
All
all right.
That'll
Thank you
work.
so much. Have a good evening.
Bear down.
All right. We'll be seeing you next week. Good night.
Appreciate it. That was fun.
Homie.